Namaste, YouTubers. How you doing? All right, back again with big homie Litkayev, aka Shiva. We're gonna talk about wrap up Samsara Part 4. Finally, he's getting some closure. So, Samsara Part 4. So we pretty much talked about the illusionary reality of what dark matter is and what it does to you. All right, so Samsara is the air that you breathe. It's what's touching your eyes. It's what you hear. It's everything. You're in it. And again, it's all about what comes from what we project from our minds inside of this place. And when we constructs or create constructs, we become living gods. Literally, not in a living sense, but we are. And we're just creating things in perpetual creation. And then that's how illusions stick. So samsara needs consciousness to be able to do this. If nobody was in here, let's say there was no humans whatsoever in this place, no animals, just only plant life, no sea life, no nothing. Samsara would be pissed off because it needs consciousness to be able to make something stick. So there's just nothing. Until consciousness is observing, that's the only reason how it happens or how it comes together. So, anyways, we're going to talk about samsara, how it affects your mind. All right, guys, this is all about has to do with transpositioning. So when you transposition in sleep, you go through samsara. When you come back to your body, or when you're close to your body, when you consciously become coherent, is when you just leaving samsara still into another state of it. So you're already in the truth of samsara. You're all in blackness, and then when you come to your eyes in conscious waking state, you open up and then you see samsara again, but it's your bedroom, or it's your living room, or it's the couch you were just on. But if somebody again is around you as you sleep, samsara still affects everybody. So it doesn't really matter if you're by yourself or not. Samsara just is the illusionary reality that you see that attached to your consciousness to make you create the illusions. So without them, you can't create a fucking house. Without samsara, you cannot create shoes. Without samsara, you're nothing. So samsara has to exist for you guys to be able to walk on something or make a car. So samsara affects your memories, and this is important. All right. So people don't understand about Alzheimer's, or they don't understand about as older as you get, your memories start to fade away. This isn't true. Okay. Samsara eats your memories. So the whole point of samsara is for life, death, circle, and rebirth. Every time you're reborn, you forget everything. Every time you go to sleep, you start forgetting, and you have to like stay up in order to remember stuff half the time. But when you get to a point when samsara affects you so heavily, like with gravity, and starts making you sleepy, puts you under the influence that you need sleep, when the only thing you need to do is meditate, um, it affects your memory. All right, so I didn't understand what was going on, why I couldn't remember Shiva. I used to dream about Shiva when I was a kid. I used to dream about Daruga when I was a kid and had wet dreams from Daruga. So all these memories are starting to come back. I didn't understand why can I like remember fragments of dreams, or why dreams can't be like, I don't know, a whole time stretch. So when you analyze dreams, dreams are like fragmented. There's never like a beginning, a mid, and an end point. There's always like you start off at a middle point, or you might be at the end point, and then you never see anything at the beginning because it's hard to remember the beginning of your dream because of samsara. So what happens when people wake up from a dream in a waking state and reality of this place? They like, oh honey, I had a dream you was cheating on me. Okay, so what else did you dream about? They can't tell you anything else about in their dream except for you cheating on them. So another dream instance for like you have a dream and you'd be like, oh, I was at this faraway place and I was at Disneyland and with my family and we were doing things, and so what happened in the beginning? I don't know. So what happened towards the end of the dream? I don't know. We were just at Disneyland. Okay? That's the effect of samsara affecting your memories while you're in other consciousnesses, or you're in your other copy of awakened state in another bardo, as your other self is doing things and you're just merged with that consciousness because you always attach to the same DNA construct that you're embedded to in the other alternate realities, that you go from one universe to the next universe and transpositioning in your sleep, you still get interrupted in mid sleep or in mid dream, which isn't that. You get interrupted in mid waking state while you're consciously sleep in a part of reality, and you be like, okay, I know I'm me. I'm going to go. I know I usually do this because it was a problem I was dealing with earlier that day. So you're like, you always think about the problems you had the day before, and then you dream about them. So you're just seeing other copies of other memories. But then when you come back and you wake up, you can't remember all the dream or what was left of it, or only thing you can remember is the middle or the end. Well, it's the same thing that happened for me when I was having my near death experience. The same thing that kind of happened with Evan Alexander. Evan Alexander, we're going to talk about him a lot because we had the same experience. And I have to use him as reference because he's got 50% of what they taught him, but Samsara has wiped 50% of what all the teaching was. So Evan Alexander is also telling you the freaking truth. And then he still forgot a lot. And he's still trying to dig up those memories. And he can, we'll get to that point about Evan Alexander later. Well, anyways, Samsara wipes your memories. So when you dream, you get a lot of teachings, or your higher soul self is trying to tell you something. Your higher divine nobly born self is trying to tell you something. So they'll show you in between transpositioning and show you a reality of something that's going on, relevant to the situation that's in your life or in the future. So you have to be aware of your dreams, that you're supposed to know your whole fucking dream. Why don't you know your whole dream when you come back? Because there's something that eats away those memories. It doesn't really get eaten away, it just gets more locked up. Your DNA has all the memories. So with your DNA will unlock your memories. You can only do that in meditation. So Samsara, again, as I explained it, it's all about, people can't understand why they keep forgetting shit when you're not supposed to forget anything at all. Channeling has taught me that since I've been channeling Shiva, my memories has been improving, and I haven't really had the need to meditate on a regular basis. And I'm a superhuman. I have nothing but information, and it doesn't stop. Because in a waking state, just like in samsara, when you're unconscious, you don't remember shit. And then when you wake up to the illusion of the life that you're living is the only thing that you had from your previous copy. So that's the only thing that you're allowed to have, guys, is memories of prior events, of past copies of what you've already done so many times over. So with samsara, as it wipes your memories, when you wake up and you think about the dream you had the night before, it's only fragments. It's not supposed to get you to the whole truth, because the demon's supposed to keep you like running around in a state of lost. So you create dream books about how you interpret dreams and how dimensional space is in dreams. All you gotta do is just meditate. All you gotta do is not have a near death experience, but maybe kind of experiment on yourself, because I know here in the future I gotta experiment on myself. I gotta pretty much freaking kill myself professionally, and professionally be revived back to life, so I can get more like information without just channeling and like trying to use a pendulum and talk in awakened state with Shiva about what did I forget from the night that you taught me, you know? So we have to like go back and forth. It's like when we wake up, we have Alzheimer's, but when we're asleep, we don't. So when we're asleep, we're in the truth, and all of our memories are back. And then when we wake up, that's wiped. It's like we're going through some type of memory wipe when we wake up, and it's just the effect of samsara. It wipes your memories. It's supposed to. That's why reincarnation does not make sense to people, because they can't understand how are they doing things in their next life, and they know that they were something else in their past life. Like when you think about the gay and lesbian communities, I have a ton of gay and lesbian friends. Okay, and these people are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fucking people, and they figured out it's called maturity. A lot of society is not fucking mature. Oh well, gay and lesbians exist in heaven. There are people that love each other that are the same sex in heaven. So if you think you can speak for God about what true love is, you're sadly mistaken. Stop putting lies inside of God's mouth when it's all about love in the first place. Perversion is perversion and love is love. We know what perversion is. We know what sexual perversion is. And it's not allowed. It's not tolerated. But if it's about love, then it's on point. So anyways, back to Samsara, how it wipes your memories. So every day you wake up, the older you get, the more you forget. One thing I found out, the more I meditate, the more I remember. The more I meditate, the more I unlock myself in past memories in my DNA and start becoming more godlike. So guys, to face samsara every day is tough. It affects your memories. It makes illusions stick. You create with their understanding connected to your consciousness because they need your consciousness. They need attention. So again, all in a nutshell, what samsara does is that it is not only just a metaphor of the cycle of life, sickness, aging, and death and rebirth, but you should have memories of all those instances, and you don't, because samsara has to be able to wipe that shit away. So as you think about consciousness, and if you think about what dark matter is, it's nothing but a field of freaking solidified, congealed, muddy, evil, dark magic substance that is concentrated demons all meshed into one. And we're not talking like a billion or trillion. We're talking more. We're talking like more than legions. And we walk through it every day. So when the wind hits our face, we think it's wind. No, it's just samsara smacking us in the face, saying, hey, I exist. And your brain is telling you that it's wind because of man figured out something. And it's good. That's what the scientists are here for. And we're here to get the scientists to wake up about the truth of reality, is that where you're at is not Earth. So anyways, inside of this place, samsara wipes your memory. Samsara has two jobs, okay? In this reality, it has a job. It's a rehabilitator, but it's not. It's a trap. So you have to get out of the trap. So Om Mani Padme Hum is the example of like, please let me out of this trap. You keep repeating it, let me out of this trap. That's all it means. Is that I'm stuck inside of something that I can't get out of, and every time I die, I keep coming back in it. What the fuck is going on? Please get me out. Om Mani Padme Hum. So what makes this even a bigger trap is that the memories fade. But all the memories are still there. It's just that you're transpositioning into another copy that's already aged. Everybody's not their original copy in this place. It is impossible. You're not your new copies. You're a copy of something that's already been original. You're just dealing with its memories. So it's all about how memories work in Mars consciousness and his records, and how he moves you guys about, or how you move yourself about when you pass. So samsara affects your vision and makes you see shit that you believe is real. It affects your hearing because you've heard audio in your life that just would pop up out of nowhere and you can't explain it. It affects your taste because you taste everything and you seem it and deem it to be tasty, and it's not. It's something else. So everything in this realm of this five senses inside of samsara is a lie, because samsara is a liar. That's all it does. It's here to lie to us, to get us to believe in what you think is real, which is nothing but emulations of Mars' mind. So nature is planted. Nature is instilled as a map from Mars' mind that you guys call Earth. It's just samsara. Here's an example of samsara. We're going to talk a lot about NASA, and we don't give a shit. I don't care. Ledkaev doesn't care. They can kill me and I'll just come right back. I'm not Tupac. I'm not paranoid. I was going kind of crazy when I started getting all this information, but then I started researching scientifically, and it's all fucking making sense. What they're saying, it's truth. It's science. So, again, with the samsara, it's all in a nutshell. It's a liar, and your eyes are a part of it. Your inner eye is the only thing that's going to show you the truth, and then you'll see samsara truly exposed. So, with dark matter being samsara, because that's exactly what it is. The scientists know it. They can't see it. We're here to show them how to see samsara. It's everywhere. All right. So samsara wipes your memories. Every time you get older, you start losing memories. Guys, the more you sleep, the more you deteriorate. Believe it or not, you got to keep working your brain. Scientists know that The brain constantly always is active. It never stops. Your heart never stops. Your lung never stops. Breathing never stops. But all that can end, but your mind will never stop. It never does, and it never will, because it's in the records upstairs. It's in the Akashic records. It's physically located, and you're mentally projected into this place like it's like the Matrix, but they didn't tell the story right. So go figure about why the divine doesn't like the Matrix. Anybody that dies and goes to heaven, if they can remember the movie The Matrix, please ask them about it. They will tell you they don't like it. All right, because it's not about machines with them and us. It's truth, it's spirituality. Okay. So, anyways, samsara is gravity. It is the illusionary matter that makes shit stick in this place, and we look at it and we see it and we deem it to be real, which it isn't. So you gotta ask again, guys. You gotta ask yourself a question about your dreams. In your dreams, and I don't care who you think you are. If you're having a wet dream, you're having sex, and then you have just as above, so below, just as below, so above. Get this, just as below, so in between. Okay, there's an in between, and we're in the in between space. So it's like as above, so below, also so in between. So we affect the field, guys, and we have to push against samsara. We have to push against gravity. We got to push buttons. You got to throw stones in the black, murky waters of the mud of samsara to create ripple effects so you can be grounded. Other than that, you're ungrounded. You're walking around here like idiots. You got to work. You got a job. You got to keep working 2 jobs. You got to keep working for money, and you lose your family. You lose your life. You lose spirituality. You lose sense of friendship because of something that tells you that you have to do it because everybody else is doing it. All right, it's time to wake up, guys. Peace out.